Hi, I'm Steve, the Introverted Traveler. I've made it my mission in life to explore the beaches, deserts, mountains, and even cityscapes around us, and to do so while avoiding contact with as many people as possible. And although I will never hang out with you for any reason, I do invite you to join me on my journey. Come and see the world through the eyes of an extreme introvert. On this edition, we hike to Roundtop Lake in the beautiful Sierra Nevada of Northern California. Along the way, we will see gushing streams, melting snowbanks,
Post hold.
windy viewpoints, and a sea of late summer wildflowers. All this and much more on this Introverted Travels.
Greetings, and we are back once again on yet another adventure. Today, we are hiking to Winnemucca and Round Table Lakes, about a 7-mile or so trail, round trip. We were up in the Northern California in the Sierra Nevada. I am near the Kirkwood Ski Resort off of Highway 88. And look at this. You probably can't see it through the trees, but there's a mountain in front of me that is still partially covered in snow. Now, it is almost August. It is July 30th. And the snow levels here in the Sierra Nevada, although greatly decreased, are still around. There's still snow in the mountains. There is still snow on trails. But the trailhead, unfortunately, was almost full. I found one parking space, but there's people everywhere. Now, this is kind of a remote area, so there weren't a whole lot of people, probably about 15 cars. But that's at least 15 people, but you multiply that by passengers and family members and dogs and everything else, and there's people out here. There's always people out here. Even in the middle of freaking nowhere, there's people. This has been the summer for it, folks. There's people all over the place. They are coming out en masse because they all have convinced themselves that COVID's over. So, you know, they're, of course, coming out and being social and ironically spreading COVID everywhere. But we are here today. We're going to do some mountains. We're going to do some lakes. We're going to walk through forests. And we're going to see some beauty. And I'm going to complain the entire time because have you seen the channel? Now, I could have sworn that Roundtop Lake was 2 miles away, like a mile and a half ago. I could have sworn that's what the sign said, but maybe it said 2.5 miles. Of course, I'm turtling my way up this trail. Look at where I am, though. There's a better shot than before of the snow-covered mountain. And look at that. We are almost in August, and look how much snow is left. That's just a testament to how much snow we got. But look at this. This is beautiful. Oh, there's a lake down there. Maybe that's Roundtop Lake. I don't know. But doesn't look 2 miles away. But I don't know. I don't even know where I am half the time. I don't know where I am in my house half the time, let alone, you know, out here. But look how beautiful this is. Right now, I am alone, except for, you know, me and my pet GoPro. But I'm alone. I'm looking at the beautiful wilderness here. I'm hoping against hope that I'll mostly be out here by myself today. But again, that parking lot was full, so. But until the next awful human encounter, let's just enjoy nature. And let's keep going. Well, we've reached the part of the trail where I either have to wade through strong currents of water, or I have to balance my 350-pound, 6'3" frame and walk across sketchy logs. Either way, I'm gonna end up on my ass. If I walk across the logs, I might fall a little further and hit my head on the rock and then possibly bleed out here in the wilderness. If I walk across the water, well, I might fall in the water, get swept into the logs, and get impaled by a twig. Either way, it's going to be entertaining YouTube. So let's see what I choose. I think I'm going to try to go through the water and hope for the best. It would be absolutely wonderful if I could get through one of these damn videos without my feet getting completely drenched in cold, icy cold snow water. But yeah, not today apparently. That was cold. That was very, very, very cold. I mean, it's all snow mountain and snow is cold. Hence my feet are now wet and cold. Let's go. Oh, there you go. There's a beautiful view. I don't know what lake that is, and apparently I'm not hiking to it because I'm actually going away from it, but you gotta love the Sierras. I mean, my past few hikes have all been the Sierras. They've all been very different. They've all looked very different. And so there's a lot of variation out here. And, none of those hikes were that far away from where I am now. But you gotta love the diversity of the geography, of the nature. I mean, there's people everywhere, and that's annoying. But right now, I am overlooking an alpine lake. There are snow, I wouldn't say capped mountains, but snow spackled mountains. And it's just utterly beautiful out here. I'm alone at the moment. It's quiet. I hear the rush of the water, the creek, and there's some snow melt on the other side. I hear the wind. This is perfect. Let's just listen to nature just for a second and realize what the outdoors are supposed to sound like. That is what you should hear on a hike, folks. Not, Nancy Nelly screaming about, her coworkers and her family and blah, 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 blah. No. The wind, the trees, the water. That is what nature's about. And the chubby guy with the GoPro. I'll throw that in there. But other than that, and on that note, I just passed a couple, and the man, it was a man and a woman, and the dude had a Bluetooth speaker playing music. Seriously. Does nature need a soundtrack? Isn't it its only soundtrack? And do I need to hear whatever crappy music people are preferring to play? This is what I'm talking about, folks. I'm here to heal my mental health, and yet I'm driven to insanity by those around me. Too many people, everybody. Too many damn people. All right, looks like we are hitting quite a bit of snow now. Nothing major yet, but I'm not sure what the trail's gonna do here in this big snowbank. More than likely it's gonna turn, but I will say I am prepared. I spent a lot of money on crampons and have yet to use them, so they're with me if I need them, but I have a feeling I'm not going to. It'll be a good place to practice though, but yeah, this is absolutely amazing. It's almost August 1st, folks. It's July 30th, so 2 days from August. And this is what I'm seeing in the Sierras. Wasn't like this last year, but again, we had an amazingly wet winter, and with the rise of El Nino this year, we might get yet another wet winter. So this may be renewed again, I don't know. But as for me, it's a pain in the ass to hike. It's scary to walk over it with just boots on. And I'm already clumsy. I already fall all the time anyway. So I don't need to get a sore ass from falling on my butt due to snow. So we're gonna go ahead and keep on trying and see where it takes us. But yeah, I have crampons if I need them. I just keep telling myself that. I'm not gonna fall. I'm not gonna fall. And watch, I'm totally gonna fall. I'm such a genius. I just went over that snowbank, not realizing the trail, if I had looked to the left or the right, or one of those directions, was right there. Or at least a trail that I could have used. And instead of walking over the slippery, shiny, bright snow, I never said I was good at this. I do it all the time, but I never said I was good at it. But they're boot prints in the snow. So the moral of the story is, don't follow the damn boot prints until you've gotten a lay of the entire area. All right, hopefully I won't run into that again, but looks like there might be more snow ahead. Let's keep going, and let's hope we don't die in an avalanche. Let's go. Okay, this is the one time you're ever gonna hear me say this. I'm actually happy I have all trails. Because look at this. I mean, if you were me, would you be able to find a trail in here? But happens that the trail is literally right there. I really need to pay more attention to my surroundings because it's like literally right there. And here I am, way out in the middle of a freaking snowfield. All right, I think the snow is just combobulating me and like messing with my head. We're gonna go up there, which really honestly doesn't look much better than standing on the more flat snow, but I'm gonna keep going. But yeah, it's a summer winter wonderland out here. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And I'm starting to sink into the snow, so I think I should move. Let's move. Check out this view. So I'm still behind some trees obviously here, but wow, that is beautiful. There's so much snow up here. Very little on the trail, thankfully, but there's some snow. You can see the views in the other direction as well. This is a good day. It's actually probably like 65, 70 degrees out here because of course I'm in the high Sierra and it's breezy and there's snow everywhere. It's not gonna get too hot. But yeah, this is beautiful. Unfortunately, there's been people. I saw a bunch of people, but I also saw a bunch of dogs. But yeah, I've seen people, unfortunately. I've seen dogs, that's a plus. If I could only see dogs without the people, that'd be great. But yeah, I am nearing, I believe, the point where I go up to a peak. Now, if I had done more homework on this hike and actually, you know, memorized the description or at least comprehended the description of the hike, I would be able to tell you exactly what I'm going to do, but all I know is I'm going that way and I'm going uphill. That's about as much as you're going to get out of me. That's really all you should expect from me. Oh, not quite to the top, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? There's the lake we were just at. And there's another lake way down there. And snow, and trees, and mountains. Again, you gotta love the Sierra Nevada, folks. I mean, it's not the Cascade Mountain Range, which I actually kind of prefer, but it's still beautiful. I mean, right now you're looking at me and, well, I'm beautiful in my own way, but look at this. What a hike. I mean, what a beautiful Sunday. Okay, so we're summiting here. That means I'm going to the summit. I don't know what mountain this is. I guess Roundtop? I don't know. I mean, that's my guess because that's what the hike's called, but I'm tired. I just hiked my ass up half a mountain. I still have to go the other half. But I see where this is headed. It's headed to the top of the mountain. We get to go ooh, ah, look at what's on this mountain. Just like every other hike I've done this way. But that's okay. I just saw some people. I'm hoping that's the last of the people up here, but who knows? They come out of the woodwork. Again, the closer you get to the cool thing, the more they show up to ruin it. All right, let's try to trot up this mountain. And let's try not to fall down the snowbank. Those sound like good life goals. Okay, this trail is insane. Somewhere in here is the very last of the trail. The wind is blasting. There's scree and rock and crap all over the place. And my fear of heights. And check this out, this is nuts. Not only is it chaos, but you're going uphill and the wind's blowing at you. Of course, I'm about the size of a mountain. So the wind's not bothering me as much as it might other people, but still, not fun. This was not fun. I guess I should have probably read the reviews a little bit more. I didn't realize that this was the last few hundred feet of this part of the hike. Wow. And it was such a quiet, nice hike until now. And no, I had to go up the mountain. I had to go some. All right, I'm going to try to make it up without rolling my butt down this hill. I'll keep you posted. All right, here's an update. It's ridiculous. So, all trails wants me to go up there. Well, fear of heights gets kicked in, and I'm not going up there. I'm gonna stop right here. This is beautiful, windy as hell, but seriously, let's take a look at the map here. If my phone doesn't blow away. Okay, so it wants me to go up this really steep slope. Now, those hikers down there, they just came from up there, and I watched them slip and slide all the way down this slope. I'm not doing it. Sorry, Ultras. So, I'm gonna be a little bit away from the peak. But that's okay. It apparently gets very narrow up there and very, very, very windy. And it's already windy as hell down here. Too close. So, we're gonna call it a hike. And I'm really hoping you guys can hear me. Because it's like hurricane up here. Pretty mountains, snow, wind. Let's get the hell off this mountain. All right, we're back to the selfie stick, and I am going to start heading back to the car, and we're going to go down. So now that we've done that, so literally we were up there. That's how insane that freaking thing is. It's like, it's way up there. It's incredibly dangerous, and it's not even a sanctioned trail. It's not a trail that's maintained by Forest Service. It's just some trail a bunch of, wackos go up because they want to get the cheap thrill of summiting something, and I'm sure a lot of people can do it, but fear of heights doesn't kick in that often anymore, but it kicked in today, especially with that wind battering me and everything else. So, but it was beautiful up there, so I did get to see those views. But now we're down here. Actually, I'm in the bushes at the moment because I was taking flower pictures, but we're back at the lake. Let's start heading back. Oh. Well, that was fun. Look at that. Fell right through the snow. And of course I have my selfie stick configured for not me talking. This is the dangers of walking on summer snow, folks. Especially when you're 355 or whatever it is pounds. All right, I'm gonna get off the snow before I lose another leg. And then we're gonna go home. I can barely talk. I'm so cold. My leg is covered in freaking snow. Great, more logs. That's exactly what I want to deal with. I have to go across them though because, well, technically I don't. I could waddle through the water, but it looks kind of deep and, all right, we're gonna try the logs. Stay tuned. Can't believe I actually got that to work. Mission accomplished. Let's get the hell out of here. Tired of people and logs, mountains trying to kill me. All right, just a quick update. Just a quick update if I can learn to speak properly. So, I'm out of the snow. There's no more snow. I survived. I'm hoping I don't have to cross another creek or at least over a log. And yeah, I'm in the final stretches here. So look at this. We got fields of wildflowers. Look at that. That is beautiful. It was probably worth falling in the snow for this. Look at all these flowers. Again, you gotta love the Sierras in the summer, folks. All right, folks, I was hoping that my trek back would be nice and people free, but I have two hikers way behind me, and maybe not so way behind me, I don't know. They keep catching up to me, and right before they can pass me, they take a break. And so I get ahead again, and then they catch up to me, and they take a break. So, unfortunately, normally I just let them pass, and I would wait, and you know, they'd pass and I'd go on my way and they'd go on their way, and so on and so forth. Today, not so much. So I haven't been able to enjoy this trail very much. Haven't been able to enjoy any solitude because there's always people. Constant people. So much for being out here to renew my mental health. Which leads me to the trail rating today. A scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst possible thing for an introvert. It's the number of people you'd find at Disneyland on the 4th of July. Complete, total, disgusting nightmare, awfulness, and whatever other descriptors I can throw in there. And then that compares to a 10 on the other end of the scale, which is the equivalent of the number of people you'd find in Antarctica in the middle of an ice field, which is exactly 0. You'd find nothing but penguins there. And that is the ideal. That's absolutely what you strive for. You strive for 0 people, ever. And, you know, I don't mind penguins, but yeah, so that's a 10. On that scale, from 1 to 10. Okay. This trail is about a 4 or 5. It's been secluded in places, actually quite a few places, so I've had some solitude. Unfortunately, it's been peppered with people throughout. As I said when I got here, the trailhead was almost full. Actually, it was full by the time I parked. And I think somebody was leaving, but there's a lot of people out. So, unfortunately, I saw people today, and that's never a happy thing. However, the misery index, oh, I don't know, probably about a 3.2, something like that. There's been enough solitude that I haven't had to worry too much about people other than the stragglers who are somewhere back there. And I've been worse. I'm not terribly miserable, except when, of course, I encounter people. So, that's our trail rating. It gets a 4 or 5. It's not necessarily Disneyland on the 4th of July, but there's still enough people out here to kind of make it go, which, of course, increases the misery index. It's cyclic. It's one feeds the other. So, all right. I still have some hiking time here, and apparently I have to wade through this now. Wonderful. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, I finally got my stragglers to pass me. So now I'm alone, hoping there's nobody else coming this way. I have solitude again. I am by myself, and I can finally, well, end the video a little bit early. I'm probably about 3/4 of a mile from my car, maybe even a little bit longer. However, there are wildflowers all over the place, and I'd like to get the camera out and photograph some of them while there's still light, because of course it's taken me all day to do this. Before they do that though, let's go ahead and recap. So, we hiked up to Round Lake, which was at the top of the world. We saw the beautiful lake, the beautiful snowy cliffs around the lake, and then I got the wonderful idea to follow the All Trails map down a unmaintained trail that is not officially sanctioned by the Forest Service, or supported by the Forest Service, to a very dangerous peak. Almost to a very dangerous peak. I couldn't make it up that last part. The fear of heights kicked in, the desire to live kicked in, and I could hear somewhere in the distance All Trails collectively laughing at me, saying, "I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you." But no, they didn't get me. I had to make a very uncomfortable trek down over loose scree and boulders and gravel. Didn't fall, thank goodness. And that's why I have trekking poles. But in addition to that, we also saw lots of snow. We saw lots of wildflowers. Unfortunately, we saw a few people, but could be a lot worse, So, all in all, it was not a bad day. But it is time for us to say goodbye. And so, I bid you adieu and leave you with, stay introverted, everyone. And I'll see you in the next adventure.